Hello everyone, good evening. We're asking the students that have made it to the finalists to be here in the front. Parents and well-wishers can stay in the gallery. But I need also my guest speakers to be over here. Like Miss Virginia, I can see you're here, Miss Virginia Foster. Your seat is over here. And if you're invited to speak, Miss Daly Pitt, I've not seen her, Miss Anne-Marie Diaz, not seen her. One good thing about the CYW is that once we get started, we just keep going and it's over within the hour or two. So we don't hold you long because we know the kids are coming from school and it's been a long time. So we try our best to work within the time that we're given. So give us just some few minutes. We need to get the link working that those who are able to make it can look at YouTube and see as well. Thank you.
Let me just send it to you now, so you can send it up. Oh, same website. Same email. Okay. The same channel. You just switch it. So the live, search for the live. Yep, there we are. Share. Copy link. And send it to your email. Okay. Compose. Cayman. Young. Writers. Come on. Paste. Send. You should have it.
Anna and Mara, please go up so we can have this. Oh, Jesus.
To be your master sermon for this afternoon's event. This afternoon, it's about imagination, courage, and storytelling. There are three things that reminds us of how powerful young voices can be when given the chance to shine. So let's relax, enjoy the readings when they do come, and celebrate the amazing young talents who have poured their hearts out into beautiful words. With that said, I'm going to ask us at this time if you do so wish to stand while we pause for prayer, please. For everyone who is in this room, we thank you for your blessings. We thank you too for the young minds and their support and their family and the schools that they go to, and for this wonderful opportunity under this open heaven for your blessings to be poured out upon us. As we enter into this evening's sharing and celebration and exposition of work of words, we invite your presence and ask you to bless this gathering. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Amazing. So at this time I invite the wonderful lady behind the scene in partnership with the Friends at this moment. Please make her welcome.
Okay, it took 5 years for me to get here, meaning that I always work behind the scene. All the millions of emails that comes in and all the other work that must be done, that's me. This is the first and maybe the last year, but it happens. If I'm asking the kids to come up in the front, I have to do it as well, right? So that's the reason why I have to be in the front. So on behalf of the Friends of the Library, the introduction that was written in the book, it's there for you to read as well, but for now, we usually the Friends of the Library will share the introduction. There is no representative per se here today, so I will do the honor. This year, 2025, marks the 5th year of the Cayman Young Writers Competition, which continues to expand both in terms of its reach and the number of entries received. We believe the competition has been very successful in meeting its objective to develop writing talent in young people in the Cayman Islands. Central to the success of the competition is the judging process. A panel of judges is comprised of individuals from a variety of backgrounds such as teachers, librarians, and authors. Thanks to the following individuals for their involuntary or voluntary service in this regard. It's a whole lot this year, so I have to, put that one inside there somewhere. Lily Hanson, Dee Barros, Dr. Erica Garden, Faye Lippett, Joy Freighter, Michelle Brooks, Mike Ferrier, Opal Brown, Patrice Hanson, and Dr. Stephanie Fullerton Cooper. We again thank the Public Library Service of the Cayman Islands for allowing us to use a historical library building in Georgetown for our presentation event, and Sean Downer for acting as MC for the last 5 years, and Jennifer Hall for her multiple roles. The driving force behind the competition and so forth, you'll see that paragraph inside the book when you receive it. For the first 4 years, the Friends of the Library organization has been the sole sponsor of the competition, reflective of its higher profile and wider acceptance. We are pleased to welcome additional sponsors in 2025. The Cayman Islands Cultural Foundation made a significant brand in line with its policy of fostering partnerships with other creative endeavors. A further contribution was made by Patricia Cybersma, the founder of Artworks, a Cayman-based business that supports creativity, connection, and well-being. Now, it only remains for you to dive in and enjoy the book. That's Mike Pillen. He's the chairman of Friends of the Library, and the rest you can close. That part, sorry. We want to thank also the parents and teachers. We'd like to extend our deepest gratitude to the parents and teachers who supported the 2025 Cayman Young Writers Competition. To the parents, Thank you for encouraging your children to explore their creativity, believe in their ideas, and take pride in their writing. Your unwavering support behind the scenes is truly appreciated. To the teachers, your passion for literacy and commitment to the nurturing young voices have made a lasting impact. Thank you for guiding, mentoring, and championing these talented young writers. A special thank you to the fellow individuals. I'll take a little cue to stop. Okay. All right, just a special thank you to the following individuals and thanks for the schools for their outstanding contributions. Andrea Jar, and the Irish. Is Miss Irish here? Not yet. Please let us know when she's here. Uh, Miss Lizette George, Philip Aroni, either. Not here either. Ms. Tessa Suku, please come up. I told you I was going to put you on the spotlight. Please come forward, I saw you. Cayman International School, Cayman Private High School, Clifton Hunter High School, First Baptist Christian School, Georgetown Primary School, Home School. Let's give a hand for the homeschoolers. John Gray High School. Your support has helped make this competition a meaningful and memorable experience for all involved. We truly are grateful.
Thanks, sister. Please don't. The work that you do is truly appreciated. And so on behalf and if you actually truly know anything about Miss Karen, she definitely dislikes holding the mic. So she has grown over the last 5 years indeed to be standing here today. So let's do our first presentation of certificates and books from our finalists. I'll call the name of the book and the author, and then I'm going to ask you to come. Painted to Fly, Mara, yes, there we go. Something that I, Amaya Bryant. Becoming Adult, Kayla Machingani. Astra 5, Nithya Nanduri. The Ocean Cry, Michaela Powell. Alfred's Last Bullet, Lana Al-Sadi. The Amitron, Jason Stewart. Children of Ikikwe, or I'm saying that right, Hannah Siku. Also. And the summer song, Trevon Turner. Let's put our hands together one more for them. And thank you so much. And the certificates were just given out for the ages 14 to 17. So again, congratulations to everyone. As you're all young budding authors who are going to go on to write multiple novels and stories and insights, we want to share with you today the voice of an established author. And so to come to do her sharing, I'm just going to ask at this time, Faye Lippitt, to please come. Please stay here. No? All right. Faye is not here. So I don't know if I can read. And if I read, I think you probably all would fall asleep. So I don't have nothing to share. But let me read something quickly for this. Put myself on the spot. The summer song. As I sat on that old tree stump in the backyard, lost in thought, I heard it, my mother's playlist. Music of the 70s, 80s, 90s, or as my mother calls them, the last 3 decades of great music, and I dare agree with this. It is so hard to say goodbye to yesterday by Boys to Men. Came through clearly. I had heard this song thousands of times, but somehow today it seemed to carry a new meaning. In a few weeks, I would have left the comfort of my home for university, a world of unknowns and possibilities. Prince, I heard my mother's voice calling, which is what she calls me after calling me Zayan or Zan, my actual name, several times. Come in, Mom, I answered as I rushed inside. Ah, the prince has arrived, she said sarcastically, making a small bow. I got the nickname Prince from my nana, since I am the only grandson. We need to start making a list of what you will need for your dorm room, she said. We don't want to wait until the last minute. I know, but can't it wait until after exams? After all, I still have 8 more weeks until I have to leave. Have it your way, but don't come crying to me when you realize how quickly time passes. I smiled, knowing she was as grateful for those 8 weeks as I was. If you asked me a year ago, I would say the time could not have come quickly enough. But now the time drew closer, reality was setting in. I was about to leave the nest, and I was not ready. I was still my mother's baby boy, my nana's twins, my sister's baby brother, and my dad's one son. I was definitely not ready to fly away. Please, you need to make sure you get a copy to read the story of the summer song. One more time, please. And though I tried to last 5 minutes reading that, I'm sure I fell short. But we're moving on to the next presentation of certificates and books. And this is for the category ages 10 to 13. And like earlier, please come, Karen, and whoever you want to take along with you, absolutely. And like earlier, we're going to do the name of the book and then the author. And please feel free to put your hands together with thunderous applause. The Adventure Beyond, Rosalind Bell. The Hidden Forest, Keziah Bryan. The New Year's Disaster, Peyton Dawson. The Storm, Ella Dickinson. Okay, the Javelin and Lion Hunting, Maya Dickinson. Little Blue Shoes, Navy Scott Hopkins. Acorn, Poppy Donahue. Dreams Can Come True, Jack Henderson. Ice Rink, Kia Leaks. Sam and Me, Alex Lopez. The Forest, Emma Paul. Lost in the Field, Ava Reward. Lost at Sea, Brooke Reward. The Legends of Azura, Noah Silverman. Imaginary, Alea Whitaker yeah, this one has, how is it pronounced? Tuesday. The White Bomb, Zachary Wu. Measure Up, Alex Robinson. Put your hands together again for them, and congratulations to all those that were 18, 20 to 30. You know, the library is a powerful place. This is where many of you come to, get your thoughts on a time when you have a moment of quiet, but a place rich with the treasures of books to take you far and wide. And so at this time, we want to make a presentation to the Georgetown Library. So I'm going to ask the representative of the library to come forward as we make the presentation. While we wait that to happen, can I have all the supporters and the parents of the authors just put your hands together and make some noise for the wonderful work that they have done. And can I have all our audience please just stand and take a bow? This is all about you. You can turn around and please make your hands take a bow. Yes. You want to stand it? All right, everyone stand again. I guess you want to get a good shot of you all standing and turn facing.
CIS, give me a big smile.
And as shared earlier, we are moving quickly ahead because we understand the value of your time. And though in my program there is an allocation for a 10-minute break, I'm pretty sure we don't want a 10-minute break. Do we? What do you say? At the end. So one said at the end we take the 10-minute break. Alright, so back to more presentation. So where we are now on the agenda, I'd like to invite at this time Mrs. Patrice Hansen to come as we make some special presentation. Please make her welcome. All right, so while Mrs. Hansen stands in wait, I'm going to invite Safara Cardenas. Please come. Safara. Congratulations to you. So this year, we're giving out 10 tablets. So it means, you have various places you can go to do your writing when you want to hide away from the noise and the distraction. And I'm going to be calling your name. So in the first category for our 10 to 13 years, and these are the following persons who have been selected or won their tablets. For the thank you, Mrs. Hanson. Well, we're definitely looking from this time at the front. We reserve the opportunity, the right to call you back a little later. I'd like to invite at this time Miss Virginia Foster to come and to share with us her words and please make her welcome.
I'm looking out at you. You have made my day. I am so excited. I'm retired. I taught English language and English literature. I was also retired from the board of the Cultural Foundation as education officer. And also, in this very building, I once was the youth librarian. I can't tell you how exciting it is how exciting it is that in every instance you can be congratulated no matter what your age, no matter how old you are. You are near to my heart because there is a little ribbon that's bonding me to you. And the ribbon says imagination. Imagination. That is such a precious gift. You know, when I first heard about this group of young writers, I said to Miss Chin, who by the way is my assistant now that I am retired, and I am reading picture books with seniors 65 plus. So she goes from your age all the way down to, we haven't had any 99-year-olds yet, but we're gonna get there. I cannot tell you what imagination does for you and your future. I remember once a father coming to speak to me after school, very upset with me because I had a group of youngsters making paper mache dragons. And he said, "Why are you doing this to my child? There are no dragons." And I thought, well, let me try and be calm and tell him, when your child reaches high school age and wants to do well in English literature, you're going to see the benefit of your child learning to use his imagination. And going back to what I was saying a little while ago about Mrs. Chip, once she gave me some complimentary copies of past books, I was blown away. But I said to her, why don't you consider setting a theme? And in the future, ask everybody to write something Caymanian. Because we have very few Caymanian authors and poets. But I hadn't read the books yet. After I read these writings from others, like yourselves, I had to come back and apologize. Because there is such a richness coming from you all. It's amazing. I think it was yesterday that I was listening to our young Caymanian poets. Wow. I think I want to get back in the classroom.
You can hear the passion in her voice. Thank you so much. Again, one more time for Miss Virginia Costa. You know, the power of stories. It says stories have the amazing way of connecting us. They make us laugh, think, sometimes even tear up a little. What's special about this evening is that every story comes from right here, as she just said, from Cayman's young writers, reflecting on their communities through their eyes. And I say that's something truly worth celebrating. So let's one more time put our hands together. For all our young writers. Those young people here to you, those have witness and participants over the last 5 years. And with that said, I transition into asking Mrs. Hanson to come once more. This time it's for real, no future. And as she comes, I will also invite Adelia Dragbock. Say that again for me. Come, Karen. Adele. Yes, Adele Dragbock, our finalist last year, and also again this year finalist. We want to present you with these certificates and awards. I'm going to ask Mrs. Hanson to do this for us. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you. So you could say Mrs. Hanson, sorry to stay, so sorry. So your duty has just begun. Alright, so we're back to tablets giveaway. And this time it's for real. All been audited by PricewaterhouseCoopers. All of those wonderful good stuff. And our first tablet goes to the author of the story called The Forest, Emma Paul. And this is within the age of 10 to 13. Thank you so much, Ms. Ken. Next recipient is Brooke Rualt, Lost at Sea. Congratulations, Brooke. Acorn, Poppy, don't go. Little Blue Shoes, Neve Scott Hopkins. Congrats, give it first. And last in this category of 10 to 13 years author is Live For Me, Jasmine Sheehan. Yes, so we have a rep for Jasmine coming. Please express to her our congratulations. You're still there? Yes, Mrs. Hanson, you're still there. Not finished. Moving on to the authors in the category, age category, 14 to 17. And our first recipient and winner of the tablet this evening is Alfred's Last Bullet, Lana Alde. Congratulations. The Ocean Cried, Michaela Powell. And if you want to learn more about the 70s, 80s, 90s, then you have to talk about the summer song, Trevon Turner. Painted to Fly, Mara Brad. And finally, Astra 5, Nikia Namburi. Congratulations to everyone who are recipients of this year's tablet with the age groups 10 to 13 and 14 to 17. Put your hands together and also thank you. I'd like to invite at this time Anne-Marie Diaz. Is Anne-Marie here? Anne-Marie? No Anne-Marie? Okay. Which parent has been here for the last 5 years with your child? Put your hand up. Outside of you, Miss Siku, that's fine. Come for me, Mr. Bernard. Please, make it one. Yes, very, very impromptu. We got 5 minutes experience. So you're the parent of young Turner. As over the last 5 years, what difference can you say this competition or this forum has caused in your son? What changes have you seen as a part, being a part of this movement?
Good evening, parents. Good evening, contestants. Well, he started out, I must say, a very shy and reserved person.
Yes.
Over the years, writing a story, that has been his avenue of expressing himself and really showing himself. But it has reached to a level now where he actually came here and stand for the first 3 years. His mom was the one that came and connected everything. So him being able to this improve this much and has grown this much, he could come and stand here and collect it on his behalf. I am feeling proud of him and I'm happy that this competition has been here and given that opportunity where he can express himself.
Awesome, thanks for that. Thank you. So as one of the parents, I'm going to use you, but maybe like as a sample. What kind of support structure or system did you put in place to help further facilitate the talent that you've seen in your son for him to get to the stage where he's at in his writing expression?
Well, I'm going to be honest, I can't take credit for that.
All right.
I deal with the numbers and only deal with the words.
Oh, but and if I call Boomy, she not going to come because Boomy is the shy one.
Yeah.
All right, come, mommy, come, make her welcome. So while that is that you deal with the numbers, you deal with the words. So use your words and tell us, as one of the examples of the parents down there, what are some of the things that you had to put in place to support, nurture, encourage, facilitate this talent to get to the point where it's now at?
Okay, so he would come and tell me his ideas, then he would write his draft, and we go through his draft and refine until he is satisfied with what he has. We also enter other story writing competition, and then when he's satisfied, then he submits.
Okay.
So we read together, does his draft, and we go through and edit together.
And finally, it could be from the both. A long time before he's satisfied. So I guess he aims to be as close to perfection as he desires to be. So who does he get that from? Which one are you? his mother. She says proudly, she wears the badge. Now, if you had to encourage, even though the parents here are, like I like to say, they're your parents, but if there was something that you've learned along the process of what it means to support a child's dream and vision and interest, what would you say to us to make sure that we are mindful of to do?
Imagination. Let the kids use their imagination. Don't try to force them to write your story. Let them tell their story and guide them. Allow them to tell it in their own words.
Thank you so much. Please give it up for the parents. And by extension, with every parent here who have done what they have done, please, I salute you and we applaud you as well. Please put your hands together for all the parents. Now, is there a teacher who has been here for the last 100 years?
Andy.
Who is that? Who is the teacher?
Andy Irish.
Irish? Please, come for us. How are you?
100 years old.
I know, right? Don't look a bit over 100. So, what do you teach?
I teach English and visual arts. English.
Okay, what got you interested in teaching English in the first place?
I just love working with the children.
Okay.
I am so proud of you all. Everybody who entered this competition, everybody who works so hard. I loved everything that you said. I was tearing up. I just felt your passion. When you want to go back in the classroom, everything is wonderful, lady said.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You know, recently I saw a teacher friend of mine have some posts on her status. And as a teacher, what would you say is one of your joy moments? And if you even do have a stress moment, what would that be? And what keeps you going?
My joy is that spark when a student just has the enthusiasm and the inspiration that I want to do this. It's not a teacher saying you have to do this.
Okay.
All of these students here, everyone that I have taught, they've not. And Miss Andrea Jar at the back, she's there,
Yeah.
she's away. She's
In
in
the
the middle.
Jamaican vernacular, big up.
They've all come up with everything on their own. We have not helped them in any
Yes.
way. What we've done is just given them the time and the space and given them the prompt. And thank you to you guys for having this competition
Yes.
because it gives them the opportunity to be enthusiastic about it. And, you know, some people are good at everything.
Yes.
And some people excel at sports.
Right.
And these are for my writers. This
Yes.
is lovely that there's something for them to aim for
Ooh.
and celebrate these guys.
And I see you celebrating one and making it like you're the biggest cheerleader.
Oh,
So-
I just love everything that they've done. I'm
What-
so proud.
What keeps you going though?
The children.
Ah,
Yeah.
so they keep
And
you on your
looking at
toes.
these guys that I've taught before,
Yes.
and they're in my class, and then I'll never forget them, and I'm always cheering.
And tell me, for some of us who don't know, where do you teach?
Teach at CIS.
Okay, awesome. So you all agree she's a good teacher? Yeah! Well, give it up for her. Thank you so much for what you do. Clearly, I'm too eager today. And also, there's one more finalist here who we need to celebrate. Charlotte Mayer. Charlotte. Awesome. So, spoken to a parent, spoken to a teacher. By any chance, do we have any principals in the house? Do we have any principals in the house? No? No principals? Do we have a principal in the house? No? Okay. But still want to say, much respect to all the principals who, facilitate the competition and encourage your teachers to, do what they need to do to get the students to participate. So let's give an applause for all the principals. Round of applause for all the students. Just one more second for because.
For a quick announcement, we had sent out an email asking for the children to confirm whether they're going to be here. Hence, we have to be hopscotching to give a few extras. So please, if you're a finalist, I'm reading and calling name right now. Can I just see a show of hands? How many? 2. Okay, wonderful. So we'll get you guys going shortly. Thank you.
Okay, so we have some more prizes to share with you. And the Story Awards program is this segment. So for the best emotional and poetic piece, this goes to the writer who was deeply emotional, had strong poetic language, and it resonates really, really strong. Please, let's put our hands together for Live For Me. The author of Live For Me, would you please come? She's not here. All right, thank you. Then, moving on to the next category, Best Fantasy. World Building. And this goes to The Legends of Azra. And if you learn for epic, immersive world, vivid back and adventure. Please, congratulations one more time. Best poetic with a musical voice. Smooth rhythms, uplifting imagery, which captures mood beautifully. This goes to the Summer Song. Congratulations to you. And for the best adventure, survival, gripping suspense with clear imagery that keeps the reader hooked, this winner is the author of Lost at Sea. And even though your names weren't called for the different categories, I just want to give some honorable mentions for Reunited, that's the story, Becoming Adro, Children of Ikawi, and Bruno Spurs and the Wild West. Please put your hands together for all our creative writers. And before I move on, I just want to check. Then we confirm if Anne-Marie is now here. Miss Diaz, Anne-Marie, is Anne-Marie here? No? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we now go into our top 3. Opal. Okay. Thank you so much. Opal Brown, please, I invite you to come at this point in time with our judges' comments. Please make her welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. It is a privilege to be here this evening and to have had the opportunity to read and share in the marking of the many wonderfully written stories by our young authors. The experience was both rewarding and enlightening. Each story reflected not only creativity and imagination, but also the individuality of the writers. As I moved through the entries, I was struck by the variety of themes explored, from courage and adventure in Captain Chris and Lost at Sea, to imagination and wonder in A Whole Lot of Stardust and Curls and Magic, to humor and originality in Bananarella, and even self-discovery and emotional growth in Imaginary. These stories transported me to new worlds, introduced me to unforgettable characters, and reminded me of the power of storytelling to connect us all. Creative writing holds an important place in our world. It teaches empathy by allowing us to see through another person's eyes. It strengthens communication, helps us process emotions, and encourages critical thinking. Most importantly, it gives voice to the young, a space where they can express their ideas, question the world, and imagine better ones. To every student who submitted a story, your creativity matters. The worlds you build, the characters you shape, and the emotions you capture all have value. Continue to write, to dream, and to believe in the power of your words. In closing, I would like to share a bit of advice. As writers, it is also important to remember that creativity shines brightest when it is supported by craft. Paying attention to grammar, punctuation, and word choice helps bring your ideas to life clearly and powerfully. Every story, no matter how imaginative, becomes stronger when care is given to the details that shape how it is read and understood. Young writers, keep on writing. Your imagination matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Brown. In fact, Miss Brown, I may be calling upon you again, but just stand by. We have the envelope here. We're going to open it and try to prevent any Steve Harvey moment. Okay, so just so you know, this year there is a trophy and cash award to our winners. And in third place in the age group 10 to 13, drum roll please, Acorn. Congratulations to you, Poppy. And in the age group 14 to 17, another drum roll, please. For that wonderful The Summer Song, Trevon Turner. Yes, you're here for it. All right. So will the following students do come? Nicholas Swartz. Cassin Russell. You're still here. Don't worry. And now to our top two awardees, winners again of trophy and cash prize. And in our age group 14 to 17, Painted to Fly, Mara Panache. And again, in second place in the age group 10 to 13, Little Blue Shoes, Debbie Scott Hopkins. No, not it. And before we get to the big prize, again, congratulations to everyone. Let's put our hands together for our second place and third place awardees. And for this year, 2025, in the first place for the age group 10 to 13, we have Jasmine Messina for Live For Me. But in abstention, do we have anyone to collect for her? Please, let's still make the big round of applause. Alright, so that's it for now, Ms. Okam. Thank you so much. And before we announce the other first place here, we want to hear from our guest, who I remember her from last year, who had a wonderful story. So please help me make welcome to share with you all our 2024 winner, Zara Machi.
I'm sorry to keep you all from the first place of the 14 to 17 category, but I just want to share with you my story from last year. And truly, this competition is one of the best on the island. It's one of the most transformative experiences any student can participate in. And congratulations again to all and everyone who participated in the Cayman Young Youth Writers competition. So let's give a round of applause. So my story was titled Sisterhood Amid the Tempest, A Tale of Love, Loss, and the Fight Against Climate Change by Zara Machi. Tap, tap, tap. The sharp sound echoed in the quiet waiting room as Dahlia nervously bobbed her foot up and down against the unfamiliar linoleum floors, while the world around her buzzed with the hospital's fluorescent lights, squeaking nurses' shoes, and cries. These sounds paled compared to the pounding fear in her head. The steady rhythm of her foot kept her grounded as she anxiously awaited news about her sister, Kiara. It had only been 5 minutes since her sister's mangled body was rushed into the emergency room. Yet Dahlia's knuckles grew pale as she gripped the waiting room chairs. She heard whispers like rustling leaves echoing in sterile air, dissecting her appearance. Dahlia shifted uncomfortably, unaware of her bare feet and tattered, salt-soaked clothing. Her coastal attire seemed out of place among the polished families in the waiting room, but no judgmental stares could shake her resolve to be there for Kira. Her heart thumped as she replayed the storm's terror, their desperate search, and finding Kira broken and battered on the shore. That day started like any other in the coastal fishing village in Kiribati, where Dahlia lived. The village bustled with activity as fishermen prepared their boats, children played, and the sun cast a golden glow. Despite Kiribati's idyllic weather, the effects of climate change loomed. Unbeknownst to the villagers, their tranquil life would soon be shattered by Mother Nature. Since Dahlia turned a teenager, she would go out to sea to catch fish to sell in the marketplace. However, today, Dahlia experienced a nagging, uneasy feeling and didn't want to go. Quite an unusual feeling for her. I can't go out today, she declared to her sister timidly. It's just, I have this strange feeling, like the fishes have formed a secret alliance against me. Kira looked up from her rope weaving with a bemused smile on her lips. A fish conspiracy! Kira chuckled, her tone filled with amusement. Well, that's a new one. Are they planning to overthrow you, Your Majesty? Dahlia nervously laughed and replied, maybe they've had enough of being caught and cooked, and they're plotting their revenge. Kira laughed at Dahlia's vivid imagination. I appreciate you going in my place, Dahlia said, her voice softening, as she looked at her sister with gratitude. I don't know, Kira. I just have a really bad feeling about today. Kira placed a comforting hand on Dahlia's shoulder, her expression warm and gentle. I understand, Dahlia, she said, her voice filled with sympathy. I'll take care of things out there for you. You stay here. Take care of Dad, all right? Dahlia silently nodded and waved to her sister as she watched her head out to sea. She was relieved to have avoided the fishing expedition. However, a knot of worry tightened in her stomach for Kira. As the day stretched on, the sun climbing higher and higher in the sky, Dahlia couldn't shake the foreboding, heavy feeling. As the sun began its slow descent towards the horizon, Dahlia's uneasiness intensified. She found herself constantly glancing anxiously towards the sea, waiting for her sister to return. And then it happened. Suddenly, a distant rumble, like the growl of an angry beast, echoed across the water. The sky darkened, and the air thickened with tension as the villagers looked to the horizon with growing concern. Without warning, the storm hit with the ferocity of 1,000 tigers. Dahlia, like the other villagers, ran for cover in their makeshift huts, praying and hoping for their survival. In the midst of all the chaos, Dahlia's heart clenched with fear for her sister and the other fishermen at sea. Dahlia's early uneasiness was replaced with a desperate longing for her sister's safety. Waves crashed against the shore with deafening force. The winds howled like banshees, and the rains lashed down in torrents, turning the tranquil village into a scene of chaos and destruction. Their huts trembled, boats were tossed like toys, and screams filled the air as villagers scrambled for safety. Mother Nature had begun to fight back against the wretched disregard of humans for the environment. And this storm was just the beginning of the climate crisis. Amongst her worries for her sister, Dahlia couldn't help but feel a creeping sense of dread for the future of her island home. The storm eventually subsided, leaving an eerie calm over the village. The aftermath revealed a landscape of only devastation and despair. Dahlia and her father emerged from their damaged hut, shocked by the scene. Boats lay overturned with their hulls battered and splintered. Huts were in disarray with broken walls and collapsed roofs, and the beach was littered with debris and dead bodies, stark reminders of the storm's violence. Frantically, Dahlia and her father began to search for Kira, their hearts hammering with Kira lay unconscious amidst the debris, a pool of blood spreading out from beneath her. Her chest rose and fell irregularly, each breath a ragged breath. Her left arm was bent grotesquely in an unnatural angle, the bone visibly fractured and protruding from the skin. Blood trickled from the corner of her mouth, mixing with the silent soot. Her face was pale, eyes half closed, and her lips were tinged with blue and purple. Dahlia's heart clenched with fear as she rushed to her sister's side, her hands trembling as she looked over her sister's injuries. As Dahlia became engulfed by the overwhelming cacophony of her panicked thoughts, her father signaled to the other villagers for help. The sight of Kira's broken form etched itself into Dahlia's memory, a haunting image of helplessness and the devastating impacts of climate change. Tears streamed down Talia's cheeks as she clutched Kira's hand. "Hold on, Kira," Dahlia's father murmured, his voice breaking. "We're not going to leave you." Dahlia felt utterly powerless as the love and fear she felt for her sister warred within her. A group of villagers arrived with a makeshift stretcher, sorry about that, and carefully lifted Kira into her jeep. For Dahlia, the ride to the hospital felt like an eternity. The jeep rattled over rough terrain, each jolt sending a fresh wave of anxiety through her as Dahlia prayed for Kira's survival. At the hospital, Kira was swiftly transferred to her granny and wheeled into the emergency room, while Dahlia's father summoned by the village chief to discuss the storm's aftermath. Hours passed, over and over, and Dahlia waited, eyes fixed on the emergency room doors. Finally, a doctor emerged, his expression serious but hopeful. As he walked up to Dahlia, he explained, "Kira's in critical condition, but she's stable for now. We've done everything we can. Now it's up to her." "Oh, sir, thank you so much. You don't know how much she means to me." Dahlia's voice trembled with emotion. Over the next grueling days, Dahlia stayed by Kira's side, her resolve hardening with each passing moment. She began to read voraciously about climate change, driven by the need to understand the forces that had nearly taken her sister's life. One evening, as she sat in the hospital room with her sister, Dahlia made a silent vow, inspired by Malala Yousafzai, who stood up for education against all odds. Dahlia decided she would dedicate her life to fighting climate change. She could not let her sister's suffering end in vain. Some weeks later, weak but alive, Kira's eyes finally fluttered open. In a low tone, Dahlia said, "Kira, I'm so sorry. If I didn't ask you to go out to sea, you wouldn't be in the hospital." Her sister responded weakly, "Don't be sorry. You know, if you had gone out to fish, it would have been you at the hospital then. So I'd rather it be me than you." Dahlia immediately embraced Kira, being careful of her injuries, stating, "I'm going to fight for a better future for us, not just for our family, but for all coastal communities. I'm going to advocate that climate change impacts all, so everyone needs to be involved in finding solutions." Her sister agreed weakly, saying, "Great idea. If you do that, you don't have to worry about the fishes plotting to overthrow you, Your Majesty." Dahlia laughed softly and said, "That's a relief. I'll just have to focus on saving the world instead." Kira's eyes sparkled with a big smile despite her pain. Months later, Dahlia stood at a regional environmental summit, her voice clear and determined. She spoke passionately about the urgent need to address climate change, sharing her story of loss, struggle, and hope. Inspired by her sister's resilience, she pledged to fight for a better future. She realized she had become a symbol of change, demonstrating the difference that one person can truly make. The waves of change started, and she knew there was no turning back. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. So your last year's winner. A year later, share with us quickly what has changed in your year's experience.
Oh my gosh, one thing I would like to say first is I had participated in this competition I would almost say 3 years in a row. Each year I would get into the book and you know those 10 tablets that you guys won? Or any of the first 3 prizes? I did not get a single one. 3 years, that was me. But there are times of charm, as they say. I mean, but on the third year, I finally won, and I'm so grateful to this competition. And over this past year, truly, this competition itself has truly helped me grow my passion and my love for writing. And I'm so glad that you said you listened to the poetry competition just this week, because I was actually there. And this competition truly inspired me to write more and advocate and being completely and passionate about environmental awareness. I truly think that this initiative has gained momentum and helped me with my advocacy. So I really truly appreciate the opportunities that this program has given me.
Thank you so much. One more time, please. And as we appreciate her experience, we also want to extend some appreciation to as well. We have a kind of a surprise for someone else. If I can only find the name. And this is where I'm probably going to call on Miss Karen. Never mind Miss Karen, I found the name. I'd like to invite Andy Irish. Where's Andy? Unbeknownst to me, I have a token for you and I call on you to share. We want to say we appreciate all the hard work you've done and how you rallied the troops and students at your school to participate. So keep on doing what you're doing and job well done. Thank you. And now the moment we've been waiting for. All right. We can say drum roll, let's stamp our feet, please. And this year, in the category 14 to 17, winner is Astra 5, Kira Namburi. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you. So we want to thank our sponsors, the Cayman Historic Society, the Cayman Public Library Service, Friends of the Library, CLM Publishing. I want to say thanks as well to Mr. Robert Lynch of K-Works Media Production for recording and streaming the event. And a big thank you to all our judges. I want to say thank you to all the parents, all the teachers, all the well-wishers. I want to say thank you to Ms. Foster who came and shared her story. And clearly she's still passionate. She wants to get back into the classroom, keep on doing what you're doing. And in closing, before I tell you when next year competition opens, my final remarks for this evening. Now as we wrap up, just want to say officially thank you to all you amazing writers. And especially in today's day and age where it's so hard to tell real from unreal with the advent of AI, which many of you are exposed to. But my challenge and encouragement is don't shortchange yourself. Don't chat GPT away. Give your mind the ability to become creative and innovative. Use your imagination. Develop that linguistic skills. Understand where you're going to use your metaphors and all those kind of literary devices as you continue your journey. I want to say to the families and to the teachers, thank you to everyone who continues to support and encourage our young talents in Cayman, our writing talent. So this evening, the reminder is that the next generation of storytellers is already here, and the future of Cayman's creative community is definitely in great hands. So let's continue to nurture these voices as they write, to keep celebrating their stories, and keep believing in the power of imagination. Thank you, everyone, and I wish you a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and please mark the date. The competition begins next year, opens on the 1st of May, 2026, God's willing. And as you go through the door, and as you mill around, remember to go to the book stand, purchase the book, greet, meet, take photos, celebrate,
And let's keep the community spirit alive amongst the Cayman Writers, Young Cayman Writers Association. Thank you so much.
I enjoyed your speech. Congratulations.
No, no, no.